Well, welcome travellers. This is Pathalas here for an AGT TV instructional video. And today I'm going to be showing you how to use a portal to migrate to Milland. This is also a general principle for how to get through a portal, permanently relocate on the other side. So some of the things will be general and some of the things will be specifically for getting to Milland. Now you can see I've already activated the portal here. If you want to know where the Milland gateway is, then you'll have to contact Lelia or Stefan on the AGT Facebook page to get the address, because we want to just make sure the people who are moving to Milland know what rules we expect. Now that beastie there nearly killed me while I was waiting to make this video. He's still hanging around, but he can't get me while I'm stood next to this portal. Now, what have I done in preparation? Well, you can see my badly parked hauler there. I have packed up my entire base. As you can see, I've absolutely stocked full there. I've just filled my freighter as well, so my entire base is completely packed up. First thing I did, had to say, I saved my game to USB, right, just in case something goes wrong, as it sometimes does with portals. But there you are. Then I turned off base sharing, which is in general options and is there. I've turned off base sharing. That's quite important. Oh, excuse me, let me just turn the... Right, you'll see why that's important in a minute. That's important if you are relocating to an area where, for example, the AGT is trying to make a home and anyone else is going to be using the same path to get into that region. Okay, the other reason I've turned base sharing off is what I'm hoping is that my previous home, I'm going to stray out of the area because he'll get me, my previous home, which you should be able to see just over there masked by that beacon, I'm hoping that after I've gone other people will be able to come and use the farm that I'd set up there. Now if you do fancy that, it's a long old trek, look, 15 hours on foot from this portal, so you'd have to be able to fly there. Please look at any of my previous videos, you'll find my base address, but you'll have to get there the old-fashioned way. Oh yes, thank you very much. For the very last time, I337 Nation, thank you for the idea that I sound like Ben Elton. I do not sound like Ben Elton. There you are. Right. Now, I said for the last time, because I'm saying goodbye to my home planet. This is it. I'm moving. I'm actually moving for the purposes of this video to Milland. I've never moved home before. I've never followed these instructions before. So you'll be doing it with me for the first time, and I hope I did it right. Otherwise I'll be reloading that save from the USB key. Anyway, this is what you do. Okay, I've saved to USB, I've turned off base sharing, I've dismantled my base. I've got enough supplies to build an exocraft geobay, a beacon, a signal booster. Okay, and now I'm off. Here we go. Now this is not quite goodbye to my home planet, because I'll be back in a minute, you'll see why, but I'm not coming back to stay. So this portal that I'm going through here should take me to the arrival gateway for AGT space in the Euclid galaxy, which is called Milland. This land is your land, this land is my land. Milland. Here we are. Now, cold planet this. As you can see, I've been here before. But if you were doing this for the first time, you'd probably want to build your own geobay, because just over there, look, handily located, is a communication station for where you're going. Now, if you're AGT and you're migrating to Milland, that's where you need to go. If you were using this method just to migrate permanently to the other side of the portal, and you weren't going to use a place where anyone else was going to do, what you do now is you build yourself a signal booster. I've just gone past it, and you'd search for a habitable base and you'd go find that, but we've already done it for you. So I'm going to get in here now on foot. Actually, before I get in, you can see that this is 6 minutes away on foot, and it's almost due north. Okay, but I am going to drive because it's a bit chilly as well. Here we go. Straight up into the sky, and there you can see it's not too far away. There are a few trees to avoid on the way, which I'll try and do. And yet again, it's a good job you can't break the exocraft. Here we go. I do love the scenery on this planet. It's a shame I won't be staying, as you'll see. Whoop. Okay, so for the purposes of permanently migrating through a portal, the problem that we've got is when you go through a portal, you can't summon your... Here we are. You can't summon your ship. You can't buy a ship. You've got no way to get off the planet. Now, here we go, look. You going to tell me what that says? Surely you are. I don't want to drive over the local wildlife. I just killed 2 of the local wildlife. I do apologise. Right, here we are. Now, thanks to Halogen Girly, this has been set up, and it says here, AGT Welcome Base number 1. Okay, so this is where you want to get to. Now, once you're here, remember that base sharing is switched off. Okay, if you haven't switched off base sharing by this point, do it now, because what we do now is we go into this base and we claim this base. Okay, right, claim home planet. Got you. Now, do not build anything here. Right, this stays the way it is. Look, just a base, and I've claimed the base. Now the problem, as I said, is when you go through the portal, you can't, there's no way of getting a ship. Even if you found somewhere where a trader ship was landing, you can't claim it, you can't buy it. So now we have to go back through that portal, which is handily very close by. And using the amazing abilities of the Nomad, you should be able to get there quite quickly. Pop, oh, if you hit trees. Okay, so while I'm doing this, just recap. We've saved a USB. We've made sure we've got enough resources to build a signal booster and a geobay. And we have gone through the portal. If we needed to, we've built... nosedive. We've built a signal booster to find the nearest habitable base, and we've built a geobay to get there. Right, now we're going back. So back through the portal to my old home planet, where hopefully my ship will be waiting for me. Just talk amongst yourselves while this happens. Do, 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 do. Here we are, back in the Elton system because, as I said previously, I-337 Nation thought I sounded like Ben Elton, and so, oh, it's moved. And so he decided, because I haven't named my home system yet, to name the system after Ben Elton. Thank you very much. Anyway, off we go. Should just about have enough plutonium. There we are. Now, what I want to do now is I'm taking off, and I want to fly to the space station, which is just there. Away we go. Now we're going to go past my freighter on the way. That's nice. That's not where I left it. I left it parked in low Earth orbit just over my base. Never mind. Go past it. I hope I don't run out of power in my pulse engine. I don't want to use up any iron, because most of the iron on this ship is to rebuild my base when I get to a new location. Anyway, here we go. We might stop. Yes, run out of fuel. Oh, how far away is that? Oh, iron's easy to come by, isn't it? That one. Okay. No, I don't want to go to my freighter. I want to go to the space station. Unless I missed, and there we go. Right. Okay, so we've gone through the portal. We've claimed a base. We've come back through the portal. We're landing at a space station. And now we're going to teleport back to our new base. Now remember, base sharing is switched off. That's important if you are in the AGT migrating to Milland, or if your own community has a gateway planet that they don't want you to block up because someone else might be coming that way soon. So here we go, and I'm going to teleport back to my base. Away we go. So this is very much like going back through the portal, except I'm not. I'm teleporting, and of course it will bring my ship with me, and that's the important bit. How they managed to justify teleporting ships, I'm not entirely sure. Would have been nice if they had, like, I don't know, stargates in space, like on Babylon 5 or something like that. Anyway, back we go. So, just to recap, here we are in our temporary new base. So what's happened is we have turned off base sharing. We have gone through a portal, which is just over there. We've found a base, which if you're in the AGT and you want to come to Milland, you just need to find this communication station here, claim this base, back to the portal, fly to your space station, teleport back here, and now this is the magical part. We have our ship here in the new system. So now I've run out of launch fuel, haven't I? Stick a bit of that in. Right. Yeah, there is now. Go on. Yeah, there is. Oh, no, there isn't. How embarrassing. I haven't got enough plutonium. Okay, right, well, excuse me for a second. There's some, look. Now, there's a good tip, look. If you're trying to do this for real, make sure you've got enough plutonium. I'll have a bit of that as well, because it's cold around here. So, what I'm going to do now, if you're just migrating through a portal to claim somewhere, and it's not that you're moving to Milland as part of the AGT, or you get out of here as well. You're not going through, you're not coming to Milland, you're not in the AGT, this is just a portal you found with a nice base. You can now just live at that base. It's nice if it's close to the portal, because then other people can come and visit you. Yeah, what do you think of that, you? I'm not going to get into a scrap just now. Anyway, the point is that we want other people to be able to follow us into this system, so I'm not going to keep this base permanently. I haven't built anything here. Base sharing is switched off. So now I'm going to go and find another base. Now, yeah, after I've filled up the launch thruster. There we go. Right. So out we go into space. And what I want to do is, I want to go to any system nearby. Now, if you've already found out from somebody else where a nice place to go is, let's see, now I don't want to go towards an Atlas station. I want to go to a free explore. Here we go. So it doesn't really matter where I go. So let's just go. Whoop, hang on a minute. What can we find out about this? It's what now? I haven't got a scanner. That's got loads of planets. So let's go there. If you know somewhere good to go, go there. But just for the purposes of this video, I'll show you this place. I've never been here before, so this will be new to everybody. Right, so we're in a new system. What I want to do is put down anywhere for now, because all I want to do is find a base and claim that. So, now what I should have done really is found out what this planet's like from space. See if it's going to be very uninhabitable. And actually there's a point before I put down how much launch thruster I'll be able to take off again. That's alright. Okay, let's see if I can... Oh look, there's a base, there's a base. How about that, just for luck? What I was going to say was, this looks like a stinking hot planet, by the way, but it'll do for now. Gamma dust, fantastic. Low security though. Anyway, right. What I was going to say was, and I'll get indoors first before I get irradiated. You find the planet that you want to settle on, and you build yourself a signal booster. There we go. Right. So if you were to build yourself a signal booster, then why can't I build it there? Oh, because I'm inside. Oh, I have to go out here. You build yourself a signal booster, and if you build yourself a signal booster, you can search for a habitable base. Why won't it let me build me a signal booster? Anyway, okay, imagine I've built a signal booster, then you access the signal booster, and you search for a habitable base. So now you've found your habitable base, you go to this base, and we claim this base. Warning, claiming this base will delete your previous base. But that's okay, because we want to free up that base for anybody else to use. So this is now our base. Now, I want to just build something. Anything. So I'm going to build a straight corridor, if I remember where it goes. Structure, here we are. No, not a glass roof corridor, just a straight corridor, which I can't find. Straight corridor, there we go, built something. Okay, I can now turn base sharing back on, because there we are. Okay, base sharing's back on because I want everybody else to see the base that I make eventually. And if I get back in my ship and then get back out of my ship, that will force a save, and it will all be permanent. Ding, there we are. Right, so now that base in all its glory should be visible to anybody else. So now I'm just going to do one last thing. I'm going to go back to... Oh, I just thought I haven't got enough warp fuel, have I? Okay, should have thought of that. The last thing that I would do, and I will do it shortly. Oh, let's see if I can craft some warp fuel quick. If I haven't even got anything to make antimatter, no I haven't. Okay, I can make suspension fluid. Now I can make... no, I haven't got enough plutonium. Alright, I won't do it now. Okay. If I had some warp fuel in my tank, then I'd now fly back to the... well, let's hang on a minute. We go to Discoveries. We find... where are we? The AGT gateway. Okay, and it's the welcome planet. AGT migration arrival. I'd set that as a waypoint. Okay, let's get out in space. Where's he gone? AGT gateway migration arrival. I'd set it as a waypoint. Why can't I set that as a waypoint? Oh, because it's a planet. Okay, system. Sorry, set it as a waypoint, and then I'd go back to my galactic map. I'd go to custom waypoint, and there you can see, there it is, the AGT gateway. Have I got any fuel to get back? No, so I can't go there at the moment. But I'd go back, I'd land briefly at the base that I claimed before. That would release it for anyone else to use. And then I'm free. Yeah, come on, get back. To build my base in my new system here. Okay? So that's how you do it. That's how you go through a portal and how you make a new home on the other side of the portal. Now, in actual fact, I'm not going to stay here because this looks like a nasty planet. I'm going to find somewhere better to go. But for now, this is my new home. Let's just set down here. So, I hope that made sense to everybody. That was a narrow miss, wasn't it? So this is Pathalos, wishing you all the best. Welcoming any AGT to Milland. As I said, have a word with Lelia or Stefan. They'll tell you how to get here. But for now, this is Pathalos, signing off. Keep travelling those skies.